The hurricane season is now upon many of us, and a local meteorologist just called out the Trump administration on air live. Before I share a clip with you of what meteorologist John Morales from NBC Miami News said on live TV, it's really important that people understand what's happening. There have been no tornado warnings for people who have been going through devastating tornadoes recently. And now with the hurricane season coming up, we're not going to have the warnings and the knowledge of how strong a hurricane is or where it's going. Are you aware that the Trump administration denied FEMA funding, for hurricane victims of Helene from North Carolina? Still, there's no funding coming from FEMA. We've had massive staffing shortages. Services have been decommissioned. And it doesn't look like NOAA, the Hurricane Hunter aircraft that goes up into the hurricanes and enables us to know the strength of a hurricane before it hits the coastline. We don't have the capabilities now to know where these hurricanes are going to land. We're going to be flying blind, just as many of you are going to be flying blind continuously with other natural disasters, the tornadoes that are occurring. There is going to be so much devastation this year as a result of weather. Let's watch this clip. Listen to what he has to say. He explains everything so well. And then I will go over with you real quick about things that you can do.
As you've grown accustomed to my presentations over my 34 years in South Florida newscasts, confidently, I went on TV and I told you it's going to turn. You don't need to worry. It is going to turn. And I am here to tell you that I am not sure I can do that this year because of the gutting, the sledgehammer attack on science in general, and I could talk about that for a long, long time, and how that is affecting the U.S. Leadership in science over many years, and how we're losing that leadership, and this is a multi-generational impact on science in this country, all right? But specifically, let's talk about the federal government cuts to the National Weather Service and to NOAA. Did you know that Central and South Florida National Weather Service offices are currently basically 20 to 40% understaffed? From Tampa to Key West, including the Miami office, 20 to 40% understaffed. Now, this type of staffing shortage is having impacts across the nation because there's been a nearly 20% reduction in weather balloon launches that carry those radiosondes. And what we're starting to see is that the quality of the forecasts is becoming degraded. There's also a chance, because of some of these cuts, that NOAA Hurricane Hunter aircraft will not be able to fly this year, and with less reconnaissance missions, we may be flying blind. And we may not exactly know how strong a hurricane is before it reaches the coastline, like happened a couple of years ago in Hurricane Otis in Acapulco, Mexico. So I was asked to talk about this today. I'm glad I was. I just want you to know that what you need to do is call your representatives and make sure that these cuts are stopped.
First of all, it is really important that everyone contacts their representatives, their state representatives, and their senators. It doesn't matter who they are. You need to put pressure on these people. They want their jobs. They want to have these positions for the rest of their lives as long as they can work. There are too many perks. But when you hear that a hurricane is coming, I think it's important that everybody just prepare for the worst. Just don't take it lightly. Hurricanes are no jokes. I will keep you updated with everything that occurs and affects you. Please like, follow, and share so that I can continue to provide you with content. And I do appreciate you being here.